we're not three in the studio. We're now being joined by Oyewuchi Nwachukwu, who's the Deputy Sports Editor for Sport and Life. Good morning, Oye.
Good morning, Tayo. Good morning, Cecilia.
Morning.
You are back. You went on loan.
On loan.
Night shift.
To the night shift.
We got it back.
I'm back.
We're happy to have you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thankfully, there was no obligation to sell.
Oh.
Yeah, no obligation to sell, so she's back on the show.
Just a loan deal.
Yeah.
All right, let's quickly run through basketball results and fixtures. Day 4 result and also day 5 fixtures for today. Just take a look at Rivers Hoopers still unbeaten.
Of course.
This team just don't want to drop any points at all. From all indication, they are already in the final 8 before they finish the game. Against Kamak, it was a bit difficult, but somehow it wasn't as
what is difficult about
73-58. And Islanders and Ondo Raiders was 52-48, and Coal City Miners and Lagos Raptors 65-69. Lagos Raptors winning that one. I think that's their first team. Coal City Miners still searching for their first win. Kwara Falcons and Ekiti Invaders was 67 and 50. Savannah Conference, Gombe Bulls and Nigeria Customs 64-59. Reformers and Canopilas 50-81. Canopilas, that's as much as 31-point victory. Benue Players and Braves and Boko City Chiefs was 79 and 51, and Defenders and Nigerian Army 73-58 in that order. And of course, the games for today. Yes, all eyes will obviously be on the game between River Supers and Lagos Islanders. Both hasn't lost a game. Ondo Raiders and Ekiti Invaders also in action. Lagos Raptors want to consolidate on that their first win against Police Baton, and Kamak and Coal City Miners. Coal City Miners, see what you can do against Kamak of Bayelsa if you can get your first win. It will be nice. Okay.
In the Savannah Conference.
Savannah Conference, of course.
Nigeria Customs will take on Reformers, while Boko City Chiefs will take on the Nigerian Army. Canopilas will be in action against Defenders, while Gombe Bulls will play against the Benue Braves. So day 6 of the Nigerian Premier, in quotes, Basketball League.
Premier in quotes. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, you know what it means. Premier in quotes. I mean, you've seen some of the highlights coming from Akure and Ibadan. Come on. Premier is the last word I think about to describe this competition. Come on.
well, Tayo.
We have basketball. Let's enjoy it.
We have a league. Last week we were talking about the fact that the Premier League has not, been up and running for some time. And because we were talking about the Afro basketball and the teams like Tunisia, Cote d'Ivoire, they have a very strong league. So they are able to, pull players, get players in the local league, because we just came back from the Olympic Games and the NBA they refused to release some of our star players. So we needed a team to go to the Afro basketball, and we couldn't pick players from the league because there was no league. So I think it's a good development that they're playing.
Yeah, they're playing
whether it's Premier or professional is what I don't know.
Fair enough.
But on the more serious note, but on the more serious note, we need a lot of work to do.
A lot of work.
Not only in basketball, across all the sports. Even in football too.
Indeed.
You're right about that. More work to be done. So that's why sponsors need to put money into the league. It's going to help the federations also. Not just staying and waiting for national team. In fact,
we should commend some of these institutions like the Nigerian Customs, Nigerian Army, some of these parastatals who are still funding sports. Without them, maybe we don't even have enough teams to participate in the Premier League.
Exactly. Take a look at the teams that you have. I mean, most of them are, as you said, most of them are actually, from the first, which is a good one.
Okay.
All right, let's leave that and talk about the most important league in Nigeria. Yes, we have the teams that are back to NPFL. Will they remain? Because these are teams that go up and down. Shooting Stars, for instance, since 2017, they've been out. Now they're back. Remo Stars were there in 2019, right? They went. Gombe United also. And Niger Tornadoes, these guys have been. And now, they're back. Now, Niger Tornadoes happens to be, of course, they're mentioned champions of the Super 8, beating Shooting Stars 3-2. That was the final match in Enugu yesterday. Then, after that, of course, they won. But then we have the postponed match between Remo Stars and of course, the Insurance ended 2-2. All Insurance needed to do, score 3 goals, don't concede, and you will be in NPFL. Well, as usual, they couldn't do that. I'm not surprised because they haven't been good at all in the final Super 8. Right? Yeah, Super 8, right.
Yeah.
So now we have the promoted teams. What do you generally, NNL, at least is over, so we can breathe now?
Yes.
Yeah, finally, it's over. A lot of intrigues, politicking here and there. On Saturday, the game between Raymond Stars and Bedell Insurance, was supposed to hold. We had a lot of things that cannot be, substantiated or said on air. So many unprintable things happened. Allegations of match fixing. They brought a referee, changed a set of referees and all that.
3 times.
3 times. And, the game was postponed till Sunday. Like Tayo said, these are not the attributes of a Premier League team, professional football. And we shouldn't be hearing all these things. The reason why this Super 8 was taken to Enugu, was for neutrality. Yeah. And from what we heard, a lot of things went, underhand tactics and all that. We shouldn't be hearing. It's not desperation. If you are good, you should ordinarily pick a ticket to MPFL. It's for the best teams. It's not a jamboree. It's not like going to the market to go and buy the ticket. You have to work for it. And thankfully, some of these teams have been in the Premier League. Shooting Stars, we are formidable during the season. Tornadoes were also top of their group. Remo Stars have also shown that their investment over the years in football, is not a fluke. So these are the best 4 teams as far as I'm concerned. Gombe United, you said it, they were also in the Premier League before. So the other teams who couldn't make it should also go and prepare very well. Learn from these teams that have, gained promotion, prepare very well, recruit well, and pay your players.
As simple as that.
You don't need any other thing. It's not rocket science. That, Prepare well, pay your players, and, put in the necessary logistics. If you're supposed to travel, where you get to the away game venue on time. These are the things you need. You don't need to play any politics. It's because you don't have a good team. That's why you resort to underhand tactics. If you have a good team, then you should, on the field of play, then you prove it. So we congratulate all these teams. And for the other teams, they can try harder next season.
Just try harder next season. At least you don't have 3SC to battle. You don't have Remo Stars to battle. You have Niger Tornadoes to battle. No, Gombe. These teams have moved over to...
Well, you have the likes of Ifeanyi dropping. So what I was saying.
It's a big battle, right?
Still a tough
but the
one.
good thing is that Olafeyon Gafal was the one who won the highest goal scorer with 16 goals and also MVP. Then the best goalkeeper award went to Chance Tembe of 3SC. I wasn't surprised about that because it was good. Best coach, Mohamed Bala. And of course, Giant Brilla of Enugu, well-behaved team. Yeah,
nice.
That's the award.
I like that. I like that touch. I like that touch in a season that has been filled with controversies and all over the place. Let's move on from that, Cecilia. Let's talk
about the bigger one.
The
continent. Yes, we are celebrating today. Even if it was just slim victories, right? It doesn't really matter. A win is a win. We'll take W and
it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. So we just take a look at the results coming from the CAF Champions League, the first leg preliminary rounds, where you have Aqua United winning by a lone goal, and of course Rivers United also winning by a lone goal. It doesn't matter, Tyler, as long as there is a W, there is a win.
I guess.
So for these two sides,
let's start with Aqua United first of all. Yes. Late goal coming from Ubong Friday to secure the victory. Very precious first leg win. They have their work cut out. That's the goal, by the way. They have their work cut out going into the second leg next weekend against the Algerian side. We know how tough it is whenever you travel to that part of Africa. But they've got the win and they can build on. They can build on it.
Well, Tayo, I've been to Algeria to go and watch when Yimba beat the Algerian counterparts. They drew actually 1-1. They beat them here 1-0. That's USM Algiers.
Okay.
So I think Aqua United should realize that they are going to face, a very, very big challenge in Algiers. It now depends on how they approach the game. I was reading what Kennedy Boboye said, and I think he has his work cut out. I think he also understands the enormity of the challenge they have. The 1-0 is okay. It's better than 2-1 because with 2-1, just the Belouizdad just need the 1-0 to move ahead. So they scored and they didn't concede. But my worry is that, and he admitted in that interview that they lost some players, and that is usually the issue.
Big problem.
And they are trying to, they have, bought some players who are trying to bond, understand each other, and there's really no time. The game is next weekend. So, as a coach, I really don't know how he's going to, surmount this challenge. But we wish him all the best. Going to Algeria is tough.
With a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough game because they have the crowd, they have organization, they have everything.
And they can play the politics.
They can play the politics.
Anyways, let's get the post-match thoughts of the coach of Aqua United, Kennedy Boboye, explaining how they intend to prosecute that second leg and what happened yesterday.
Yeah, well, the Algerians are a highly technical side. They've been in this tournament for 3-4 times, and you can't take it away from them. This is also our first time in the tournament. There's no how we would have gotten what you wanted in the space of 1 month. I just gathered most of these players just 1 month ago, and the Algerians have been together for like about 3 years. So I give kudos to the players. They tried, but we'll work on it before we go back to Algeria. We'll go back to Algeria with a different formation.
Kennedy Boboye, coach of Aqua United, still believing that they can go to Algeria and get the required result. Let's talk about Rivers United. I think they fared a bit better going away to Tanzania to get the 1-0 win. That 1-0 is better than this 1-0.
1-0 away from home on the continent is no mean feat. And, you know, considering what they faced, I think on the day of the match, they realized that whether hook or crook or whatever, 3 of the players, 2 of the players and some officials tested negative, positive to coronavirus.
About 5.
You know, about 5. And then just few, I think less than 24 hours after they were, you know, negative in Nigeria. So, you know, sometimes CAF needs to look at this issue. You know, is it really good for African football that a lot of, you know, tactics are used to subdue opponents?
Yeah.
I mean, if you have tested positively 24 hours, is it possible? You know, these are things that they should also look into.
Maybe investigate. Maybe some of these home teams, they should investigate whatever complaints that will come from the visiting side. They should investigate and find out if it's true or false. Then the team will be sanctioned.
Exactly.
If they start doing that, I think those antics will happen. Yeah.
And we also learned that some of their fans, some of the officials were beaten. We saw pictures. These are not good for.
Yeah,
it's not a do or die affair. And consider the fact that you are coming to Nigeria next weekend, and you know the mentalities. If care is not taken to cancel the fans here, they could take laws into their hands, and you know things will get out of hand. But for Rivers United, I'm impressed with what they did. If, in spite of everything that happened, they got that result 1-0. And you know, for the team, for the officials and players, it's not over. Because we have seen situations in the past. This same Aqua United in the Confederations Cup some years ago got a decent result and fumbled at home.
True.
Okay, Rivers
So
United.
No
Moses Omondumuke.
Yes,
That's the guy who scored.
51st minutes. And they held on and they got very important victory.
Remarkable one.
All right, let's go to the women's, Cecilia.
We have the final 8, so you now know your teams that will be participating in the CAF Women's Champions League, the very first time, and it's going to be taking place in Egypt. There's also a date, and the date is, it's going to happen November 5th to 19th, 2021. And these are the teams. Rivers Angels, of course, of Nigeria, have Malabo Kings of Equatorial Guinea, Mamelodi Sundowns of South Africa, Hasaska's Ladies of Ghana, they qualified in Waffle Group B, those 2 sides. AS Far of Morocco, and of course, you also have Mende of Mali and Wadi Dengla SC of Egypt. These are the teams that will be taking part in the CAF Women's Champions League. So now we know the team, so wait for the draw, and then we have the date, which is starting on the 5th of November. I hope Rivers United should start, Rivers Angels start preparations right now. You have the whole of October, and you still have September, few days left, right? Today is the 13th, so you have like about 3 weeks.
Couple of weeks left in September.
Couple of weeks left in September. Then you have the whole of October to get ready for the CAF Champions League. It would be nice for Rivers Angels to bring it home. Yeah, I know I'm going ahead of myself, but then I know this team, they can do it because they've got the resources, they've also got the players to do it.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been a travesty if we didn't have any club in the Champions League, because Nigeria is a giant in Africa, though I think we have gone to sleep for some time. We are not improving, and it's like we are static, and some of the countries are not giving us a run for our money. It was not like before when we had a stroll in the park, defeating teams 5-0, 6-0. So for Rivers United, like you said, they have, very good financial base, and the state government is ready to, fund them. But it's not going to be easy. You saw what happened in the WAFU tournament, and it shows that we need to do a lot of work, maybe pay the players well. This is a club, and get the right logistics. If we can organize friendly games for them, if the regular season is not going to start very soon, get them active, busy, get friendly games. They can arrive in Algiers ahead of time, play friendly games, organize some matches so that the girls will be in shape for this tournament. That's what they need. Arrival in Egypt early will be important, also crucial for the team. Go on a short break. We'll be back.
The year I was born, that's the year he signed for United. We've been waiting all our lives to see this live.
Yeah. Look all around us, the buzz is back, United are back, and Ronaldo will just enhance that, won't he? This is literally a childhood dream for me. I never thought I'd even see Ronaldo, let alone in a United shirt. This is literally a dream, I can't believe it. He's just gonna, the buzz, everyone here, mate, the queue for the megastore to buy Ronaldo top, everyone wants one, everyone wants to see him. We're here, he's back, United are back, simple as that, isn't it?
Unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable. I couldn't think anything else better at the minute. It was unreal.
It was one of the best matches I've ever come here to see. Before this, I had a streak where United just weren't winning every time I came to a match. That's one of the best matches I've ever seen United play.
Right, welcome back. You just saw Manchester United fans actually happy with the return of Cristiano Ronaldo, and also his second debut, scoring 2 goals against the only team he scored a hat-trick against when he was with in the first stint at Manchester United. So let's just take a look at some of that. What happened?
No, before you come on. What do you think? The story of the weekend, Manchester is buzzing.
That is the biggest story.
Are you kidding me?
Story.
Lukaku scored 2 goals.
All over the world.
Yeah.
Lukaku scored 2 goals.
He didn't generate the kind of vibes that
Ronaldo's goals
did.
Okay,
I get that. He deserves everything he's getting. On a debut, scoring 2 goals, and his performance generally was, quite phenomenal. And everybody's, even Sir Alex Ferguson he stood up and gave him a standing ovation. So the fans,
his boy,
the fans have every reason to be happy. Their man is back, and he has lifted the spirit of the team. So that is the biggest story for me, Cecilia. I don't know what you're talking about.
But Mo Salah joined the 100th club. That's a big story.
Yeah, Salah scoring, that's fine, but Ronaldo surely. Like you said, it remains to be seen if Ronaldo will lift United to the top of the Premier League at the end of 38 games. Fingers crossed about that. But we know he's going to get his goals, definitely. All right. Okay, Cecilia, let's move on to the other stories now, since you're so interested in what else happened in the Premier League. Mo Salah, the second African to score 100 goals in the Premier League after Didier Drogba.
Yeah, it's phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
Mo Salah, last season he was not at his best. The season before, he was absolutely brilliant. I think he is trying to pick up and scoring 100 goals. He has edged his name in glory in the EPL. And Drogba is a player that is quite adored, not only at Chelsea, but in the English Premier League. So for Salah to have joined that club, it's good for the Egyptian. And if he's doing well, he's going to rub off on his team. If he's scoring goals, you have a lot of players in Liverpool that are also scoring goals. So they are genuine. It means that they are genuine title contenders. And congratulations to Salah.
Yes, indeed. Mo Salah is now a centurion in the English Premier League.
Different player, You have 30 players now in the Premier League.
And he's done it.
Premier League started in 1992.
And he's done it in a short time as well, so in a fairly record time as well. I think it was only Alan Shearer, Henry, and a couple others that have done it in a faster in a faster time. So congratulations to the Egyptian king, Mo Salah. Is there any other news in the Premier League? Nothing else. We can move on. What else?
Nothing really remarkable. So
Lukaku.
let's just leave it. Lukaku scored 2 goals.
Yeah.
Lukaku always score goals, right?
Yeah, but interestingly, those 2 goals were his first at Stamford Bridge, both as a Chelsea player and as an opposition.
Very true.
Wow.
Very
so
true.
which is good, right? So it's also remarkable for
I
him.
mean, it's like a relief for him. You know, his first stint with Chelsea, he didn't really hit it big. He had to be sent. He had to go on loan to several clubs, and now he's back. He has scored. He has, endeared himself to the fans. That's what it means. Scoring on the home ground, it means you are ready, edged yourself into the hearts of the fans. So we wish him all the best. He's already doing well. I think they're already talking about Ronaldo and Lukaku transferring their rivalry from the Serie A to the Premier League.
Yeah, and we know who won that one.
Yeah.
We know who won that one. It wasn't even close.
But then Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was saying in his press conference, last night was saying that Ronaldo is not going to play every game.
We'll see.
Okay, we'll see about that. Right, we'll see if Ronaldo's going to insist that he wants to play every game, or Ole can actually tell him you can't play every game.
If Ronaldo says he wants to play, he plays. As simple as that.
So Ole cannot.
No.
All right. Okay, let's take a look at the papers, right? We have just 2 for you this morning, and I'll start with your paper, Sporting Life.
Yep, it's only right.
Yeah, it's only right. Sporting Life here, we have on top page where you have Silas Ferguson said he convinced Ronaldo to be back at United. Yes, we know that.
Very obvious.
Messi, Neymar will be available for PSG, the Champions League opener. I can't wait for that.
Can't wait too.
Can't wait. Ancelotti not disappointed at failed Mbappe pursuit. This thing might
They're doing well without him.
They'll have their man in the summer.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I think so. I think because Mbappe really wants to leave.
Yeah.
He wants to be the main man in a team. And if he goes to Real Madrid, I'm sure with Karim Benzema and himself,
Why not? Why not? That would be a great partnership.
Lukaku says he wants to stop knee sliding. Yes, about time because you're getting older.
Yeah.
It's getting older. Yeah, you have Mo Salah here joining the 100 clubs in Premier League.
Wow.
Battle against Leicester. Osimhen's visa gives Napoli headache. Okay. As a result of visit to Cape Verde, serial side banking of British government. What's that about? So tell us.
Yeah, the president of Napoli, after they beat Juventus last Saturday, revealed that they're having issues with some players who travel to the red list countries. Osimhen traveled with Nigeria to Cape Verde. The same issue with Ospina and some other players. And they need special visa from the UK. Because if you have gone to these countries, you have to isolate for 10 days before you go to the UK. And they don't have that kind of time. They're playing on Thursday. So they have applied to the UK government to give Osimhen and some of these players special visa to enter the UK. And he's thinking that playing without these players, especially Osimhen, will be absurd. So they are even contemplating filing that the match will be played on a neutral venue in the event that they don't get special visas for these players.
But this is just Thursday we're talking about.
Yeah, Thursday. Close. Very close.
Europa League, right?
Okay, see what can happen in that one. And Aisha Barry's Cup, Ghana, Mali, Morocco, they arrived in Lagos early hours of this morning for the tournament. 15th, we can't wait for it to happen.
Cannot wait for that.
I know. It's a ready show.
Yeah.
Complete Sports is our next paper for review. If we win AFCON 2022, we could be the new golden generation. That's according to William Truss Ekong. Cecilia, why are you raising your eyebrow to that story?
Yeah, it's fine. They can be golden generation. And then, of course, at the World Cup also, please get to the quarterfinals. Then we'll tag it as the new golden generation.
Very true.
Yeah.
Not just winning the Nations Cup.
The World Cup to reach.
Yeah, because other teams have won the Nations Cup. You need to do much more than
before you can
the golden generation. And also win the Olympic. We're seeing one bronze.
Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my goodness.
Can you just, the Olympics is 2024. This 2022 is where you have the Nations Cup and the World Cup. So let's focus on those two, please.
No, I think he should not put pressure on himself. Just go to the Nations Cup and do your best.
All right.
Enjoy the tournament.
Exactly. Dennis voted Watford Player of the Month. That's Emmanuel Dennis in the Premier League. Benzema rules in Madrid's Bernabeu return. Madrid back at the Bernabeu, 5-2 over Celta.
But considering first goal, after coming in, I was like, what's going to happen in this one? But somehow.
When you have Benzema still playing at the very top of his game.
3 goals in the second half. The next thing, the scoreline was changed from that 2-2 to 5-2.
We also saw a debut goal for Eduardo Camavinga.
Like 6 minutes into it, then the touch came. And I think I love his positioning. I mean, he knows where to stay at a particular time. That was how he was able to get that goal. Now, just reminded me of how Ronaldo also got his first. Just right there at the right time, man.
Ronaldo clocks astonishing speed of 20.2 miles per hour. That's at the age of 36. We said it over and over again. Ronaldo might be 36, but he's like 26, 27.
I think the doctors even said his body actually looks like 18-year-old.
He's got the body of a teenager, right? Because he takes care of himself so well.
Yeah, he takes care of himself. He has invested in himself.
Thoroughbred.
And I think it's a lesson to most footballers.
Yeah.
You are making money, try and take care of yourself so that you can last.
Exactly.
Yeah, the money should be spent on yourself and not on lavish and what. Yeah.
I mean, you can do both. It's allowed.
Okay, all right.
You can enjoy yourself. You can take care of yourself as well.
Ronaldo isn't doing that, so
moderation,
you have to think about it. Moderation is key. You're right about that. All right, Oyin, would you want to thank you so much for coming on the program?
Always a pleasure, and we're happy to have you back.
Yes, thank you. 100%. Yeah.
All right, thank you for watching. I'm Cecilia Mogbe. Have a great day.
I am Taya Salam. See you again tomorrow.